Hmm. Woo! What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Cupcake Bookie, I love to see a subscriber. Highlight. Thank you for supporting the channel the way that you do. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Summer Wummer. It's your girl Summer, your host with the most, coming to you for a little. This ain't really a recap. This is going to be more like a sip and chat vibe. Double tap the screen, y'all. Let's get them likes up. Let's get the likes to match the viewers. Even if you're not a Summers fan, hit the like button anyway. I can't tell that you like the button. If you're here, you might as well like the damn live. You might as well like the damn live. Can y'all hear me okay? If not, I think I got my earpods. I can put my earpods in. I think I brung them. I don't want to be serious, Summer. Damn it. Hey, Miss Mary. Not Miss Mary. Hey, Mary Beth. Well, this, when I say let's be serious, this is more of sip and chat vibe. You know how, like, on the recaps we do a little, on the recaps we do a little messy mess. On the recaps we do a little messy mess. This is going to be more like a sip and chat vibe. Mary is fine. No, I said not Miss Mary, because the other Mary is Miss Mary. You're Mary Beth. I be trying to separate the two. Hey Brittany, what's up? Double tap that screen, y'all. We got almost 20 people in here, only 4 likes. Can we get half of that? I always be looking for half. Just half. Double tap the screen or hit the thumbs up at the top of the live. This is directly on YouTube, so it should be a little bit easier to hit those double taps. Shout out to my replay watchers. I appreciate you. For those that can't catch me live but come back and watch me anyway, on the back end, I truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hashtag replay in the comments so I know you were here. I do try to engage in the comments when I catch them. So don't be afraid to comment. I love a little interaction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My morning is good. I'm actually sitting outside of the dentist office. I had to come bring my biggest baby to the dentist for him to get his teeth checked and cleaned. So I'm just waiting on him to come out. Hopefully he give me a minute, because I didn't get on the stream until he was in there for a while. I should have started as soon as he started. You hate the dentist? I don't got no problem with the dentist. I know a lot of people despise the dentist. Y'all scared of that drill? Y'all scared of that drill? Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. Hey Melly Mel, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all so much. I love to see y'all names highlighted. Thank you so much for supporting the page. One of the many ways you can support this page is by becoming a member. I appreciate those who have been members since I was able to have a membership. Thank you, because you don't have to spend your money here. You can spend it anywhere. And the fact that you are choosing to support me here, baby, I love y'all down. I think I also get gifts and stuff like that. Nothing is ever an obligation. All I ask from anybody is to just watch, thumb it up, and hit the share button if you can. That is enough. But if you want to go the extra mile, you do have those options, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. So this is kind of going to be little serious. I thought about doing it on StreamYard. I should have did it so that I can have people join if they wanted to. This is going to touch a little bit on faith, a lot of bit on faith in the beginning. And y'all know one thing I don't come on here and talk about is religion and faith, because that is personal. That is your beliefs. That is your stance in life, and that is personal between you and the person that you serve, right? However, this has been pulling at my heartstrings, and I'm going to talk about it more in a general sense versus a direct sense. But this is the situation, like, if you know, you know, you'll be able to put the pieces together. 25 people in here almost. Can we get some, only 5 likes? Come on, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. Can we get at least 10 people, 10 likes up in the building? Just 10. Just 10. So, um, and it's just been bothering me. I know a lot of people be like, oh, mind your business. It don't have nothing to do with you. That is not how our faith is ran. My belief system is not how my belief system is ran. We are not a turned a blind eye type of belief system. We are a direct We are a head-on type of belief system. It was something shared the other day that was not correct. And that is that we do not judge, which is not true. We absolutely judge. We are not a nobody can judge but God type of religion. No, we judge. If we could physically see something and we see you doing wrong, we are literally supposed to physically stop you. That is the top dog approach. Like, that is what the person who we worship and believe wants us to do. Like, top dog. If we see someone doing something, we're supposed to reprimand them and physically stop them. It ain't no judging in our belief system. It ain't no judging in our belief system. If we see a fellow brother or sister who is in our belief system, I mean, even outside of it, even outside of it, but most definitely for those who believe like we believe, we are supposed to. One of the top things is to physically try to stop you, physically, like put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? You know that chancleta. Y'all know that chancleta. If y'all grew up in a Spanish household or around the Spanish folks, y'all know about that chancleta, baby. That chancleta could come at you 50 miles per hour. Shwoo! You know what I'm saying? And we supposed to give you the proofs and the insight of like the why and this, and let you know. And that's a form of love. And when you think about it, hindsight, you know how people are like, oh, mind your business, let people do what they do. No, no. Like, I know we grow up in that kind of era, sometimes, especially now, because you can't really say much to people now, because a lot of people, you try to say something to them even though you're trying to do something good, you likely to lose your, LISE, right? But if you truly love someone, you truly care for someone, you truly want for yourself what you want for that person, that's big in our religion. It says we are supposed to want for ourselves what we want for our brothers and sisters in our belief system, right? And if you truly believe that, then you are to assist them. When you see them doing something wrong because you don't want them going down the wrong path, you say something to them. I don't know if any of you have seen in the past, because y'all know my religion is a really big thing on this app, right? And none of us are short of sin. None of us are without sin. We all fall short. We all get into some things. It could be minor, it could be big. And in our belief system, all sin is not the same. All sin is not the same. It is not on the same playing field. Sin is sin, but it is not all the same. It is different playing fields in our belief system. And so none of us are short. None of us is free of sin. We all have done something in our life, whether we consistently do it or whether we have done it in the past or whether we're going to commit it in the future or whether we do it every here and there, right? But there are certain things. Oh, sorry. Let me backtrack because I was skipping over what I was going to say. I don't know if you guys have seen in the past. Um, if another person came to me, even if they were not Muslim, if you guys ever paid attention, sometimes I would have people in my comments every once in a blue. You would have like a person of my faith or someone who may know a little bit about the religion that would be like, you ain't supposed to be doing that. You ain't supposed to be doing this. You ain't supposed to be doing that. Or they'll give me like an actual reminder. They'll give me information like in the comments. And I'd be like, I ain't gonna argue with you because you're right. I'd be like, I ain't gonna argue with you because you're right. And I'd be like, pray for me. Ask the Lord to remove it from me and make me better. Now, there has been a time or two, like depending on who it was, I might put a little sauce on it. But for the most part, if somebody gives me a reminder, I take it because I know like gossiping, and that's what we do on this page. We gossip, get a little messy, or whatever, even though I try to be as clean. I got a little bit dirtier lately. I need to dial it back some, but um even though I try to keep it as clean as possible over here compared to a lot of people. Oh, here come my son. I knew he was gonna come out soon as I start talking to y'all. Soon as I start talking to y'all, but he alright. I'm on live. What they say? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Tell you, but you could just ask. So I'm back, y'all. Sorry, I had to talk to my son. But what was I saying? Oh, I think for the most part, like if somebody was to give me a reminder, I would just accept it because it is what it is. But in this scenario, like it's one of the benefits in my belief system is this, that the person whom I worship understands that we all fall short. So they give us a lot of different ways to try to avoid certain things because they understand that we are weak and that we fall short and that we're going to do things that we don't have no business doing. Like it's understood that we were created that way to be at fault so that we could worship and seek forgiveness from the individual, right? Well, not individual, from the person that we worship. So one of the things in which you can do is to simply not expose yourself. Meaning, like, if nobody knew that you had transitioned, meaning you took on, you went into a certain faith, don't expose that. It's no need, especially if they're like, it's not a benefit to you, right? So if you come into a space and nobody knew that you were Muslim and in that very space that you're in, you're going to do things that you have no business publicly doing, right? We're not supposed to do it in general, but definitely not publicly. There's no need to expose that you are a part of said faith. You hide that, you conceal it because you don't want to expose your shortcomings. That is one of the things. Another thing is to just if you're gonna let the people know that you are a part of the faith, you don't expose the sin that you're gonna be involved in. Nobody needs to know that. Like you conceal it. There are things that I have done and other people have done that are is major in the belief system. Y'all will never know that. Y'all will never know publicly. Shoot, my loved ones, the people that are closest to me will never know because I understand that by concealing it, what time is it? I'm hungry. I understand that by concealing it, that the person in which I worship has said that if I keep what is covered in the dark covered in the day, that he will forgive me. So while I fall short because I'm human and it's just human nature to fall short, I still want that opportunity to when I leave this place to go where it feel good at. I don't want to be where it feel bad at. You know what I mean? So I can't understand why a person would come and expose themselves that they are a part of a faith and then turn around and expose their shortcoming. Like I don't understand that. And then on top of that, not only just exposing the shortcoming, the thing which is big about that, the thing which is big about the scenario is this. Like we all fall short, but not everything that you fall short in is the same. Remember I said that in our belief system, all sin is not the same. In this situation, the thing in which is being exposed can actually remove them from the faith. Watch, you're not choking. I thought I was on Jack's live for a minute. Hey, Jack, if you're choking. Hey, Summit, I ain't choking. You was coughing? I wasn't choking. Jeanette. Hey, and Leo. That's right. We want to succeed, so we should want Summer to succeed too. Double tap the screen, share the live, share the love. Period. Thank you so much, Mary Beth. In this scenario, the thing in which being exposed can actually remove you from the faith, right? Because this thing that is being exposed is going against by you publicizing this, it is like you are denying, it is like you are going against what is being said. If you commit certain acts, it is a grave sin. And committing said act is like as if you think you know better than the creator. And in that instance, when you act on those things and do so publicly, it can legit remove you from the fold, which is the biggest thing, that's the ultimate like sin because that's what you don't want to happen. You know what I mean? And in this instant, yes, if you get the opportunity to pull back from it, you can later on stop that thing and repent for it and hope that you are forgiven for it. But you have to, we never know when our time is up. So if your life was to be taken in the midst of you committing said act, that's it. That all ain't no do overs. Ain't no do overs. It's no do over. So it's like you should certain things you got to try to conceal. Like we all fall short. Like I said, we all fall short. None of us are without some type of sin. None of us. None of us. Whether you are in my belief system or not, none of us are without some type of sin. But what I personally strive to do is if I know it's something, I try to avoid those things altogether. If I know it's something that can remove me from what I believe, because that's not what I want. I avoid those things like the plague. However, if it is something that could possibly be something that can remove me from the fold, oh, and ain't none of y'all gonna know. If I feel like, excuse me, if I feel like this is the thing I just can't do without. I just have to have it. It is something none of y'all gonna know about because in our belief system, if you keep your shortcomings in the dark, you allow them to stay covered, then you have an opportunity to be forgiven for it. But when you put it out to the world, oh, and then the more people you put it out to, the worse. The more people you put that major thing out to is the worst because every single person who witnessed this action, these statements or whatever, is is a testimony against you. A testimony against you. So let's say, for example, although it's only 28 people, although it's only 28 people on this live right now, right? How many more people are going to come back and view it? How many more people are going to come back and view it? Say if by the time this hit 24 hours is at one point is over 1,000 views. That may be 1,000 different people that viewed the live that are going to be uh, is going to be able to testify against me. A lot of people. That's a lot of people. And in the instance when you commit certain acts of sin and you want to correct it, right? You have to go before those very same people, try to catch all those same people and apologize them for the exposure and let them know that you have now corrected your ways and you're no longer upon that and you're doing better. What's the chances that you're going to be able to come across those same 1,000 people and correct that behavior when you're ready to do better if you get the opportunity to? So, like, while we all fall short, so I'm like, I don't understand why, one, it was the need to come on and let everybody know you were a part of a faith. You could have just kept it secret. And then for two, for you to be expressing that you want to be a part of something that is one of the biggest sin in our belief system publicly is like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then like the other people or the other people involved may know very well like that's not what we get into, but shoot, if that's what you're getting into, let's get into it, right? So they don't know, so it may just have been ignorance and not ignorant. I'm not saying ignorance like to be rude or whatever like that, just ignorance. If you don't know, you don't know. That's being ignorant, right? But then to publicly like expose that to the public and put them in a position to expose it to the public is like, damn, why did you ask them that? And why did you go answer that like publicly? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, like, I just want to, when it comes to those whom are upon, go ahead to go nowhere else. Sorry. What? You could have went where I went. You tried to double work.
I mean, you asked me if you want. I was just saying. I'm just throwing things out there.
I mean, no, not really. I was just near there. I went the other way. We had to go the other way. You just had to get a duplicate, right? Yeah, I could have took you to that place that you took me to. You could have went up there and got one. You should need a money order. You got a money order or a check? You can't give them cash.
So wait, I gotta pick up my prescription.
Where did you send it to?
Because the prescription, I could go anywhere. We go to Walmart.
We could have went across the street to the Walgreens where we just left.
I mean, I wasn't my fault.
Bruh. Now you got to put it in and then wait for it to be done.
But they said this should all be finished.
That, yeah, I mean, that depends on the pharmacy. But they could have legit, you could have electronically had them send it to Walmart.
No, she said I was going to say that, but she said that this was faster. She said
No,
that
it's
if you
not.
send it, she said it was going to take like a process.
No, it's not. No, it's not because you got to get the prescription to them first. Then they got to make it. Whereas though if she electronically sent it, it's already there, and by the time you get there, it's probably ready for pickup.
Yeah, because that's what we used to do.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. Conversations. Um, can you pull that person aside and remind them they on a danger? Absolutely. That's one of the preferred ways. Cupcake is to pull someone to the side. You don't have to. So a lot of people be like, "Oh, why you gotta, publicly say something to somebody? This, that, and the third." Because a lot of people don't like that. But honestly, like publicly being reprimanded right then and there, where the action is being taken place, and a lot of people overlook that benefit because they forget. Like if you commit a sin publicly about when you're ready to do better, you got to go back and all the people that it was exposed to, you're supposed to correct it in front of. Whereas though, if you committed an act publicly, and I reprimand you publicly, and a lot of people don't like that. I'm grown. Reprimand me. What you mean? I reprimand you publicly. Nobody don't really want that, but if I reprimand you publicly and you accept that reprimand and say you dang, like I forgot about that. You right. I'm not going to do that. That corrects the whole situation right there in one tweet. Now, everybody can't publicly reprimand because some people make the situation worse, especially depending on who you're talking to and who is doing the talking. You know what I mean? A lot of people get offended. Some people don't know how to have a soft approach. A lot of people are aggressive. But that kind of handles stuff in one sweep. It kind of resets you when it's done in the open. A lot of people forget that. They all want to argue like, "Oh no, you shouldn't embarrass them." Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. When you think about the grand scheme of things, because it corrects everything in one sweep, right? If the same people are in front of you that you was committing this act in, and then the same people are there when you reprimanded for it and you accept it because you ain't being big headed, and you say you're not gonna do it, the problem is solved all in one tweet. Most people prefer to be reprimanded in private. Come pull me to the side. Come whisper in my ear, my inbox, my phone, or whatever. Come let me know. All right, but then that make your work twice as hard. So yes, you absolutely can pull the person to the side. But that's why it's important. Like you got to be careful how you move. You got to be careful how you move because things ain't as easy as they seem. And we get caught up, especially if you come from like me. Like I wasn't raised upon what I believe. I wasn't raised upon what I believe. When I came up, I wasn't really raised on any one specific religion. But if I had to tell you like what I was taught, I would say some form of Christianity because that was what was abundant. And I know like a lot of people, not all sectors or sections of Christianity believe this. There are parts of it that don't. But the one I came up on, it was like, oh, they died for your sins, it's okay. It's not like that, and it's not like that in our belief system. That's not what we're taught. You're not going to find that. People will try to mince words and just no, you know. So it has really been bothering me. Like since I seen something happen, like it has really been bothering me. It's really been bothering me because I'm like, bruh, I don't know how long this person has been upon, what they are now upon, that we all are under the assumption that they are because of conversations that have been had and things like that. And when you are new to something, like you're learning, like you don't know, ignorance, right? I was there once. Ignorance, not knowing, you don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying? Um, you don't know until you know, but it's like I want to just like reach through the phone and like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, no, you can't like understand how big this is. Like understand how big this is. So I hope that in the future that these individuals don't come to the public space in which they were in and expose it. I hope that it stops. I hope they get out of their feelings because a lot of times, like people want to just do what they like. Oh well, you can't tell me what to do. You can't check me. I'm grown. It's like a prideful thing. When that pride is going to get you in some deep ish, like just cut it off. Stop bringing it to social media. Stop talking about it publicly. Stay out the light, like stay out the limelight. That was something that was said anyway. I'm gonna stop bringing things to social media. I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing it. Stop saying that's what you're gonna do and actually stop doing it. Like everything ain't for everybody. It don't have to be for everybody. Like just stop. Just and bad habits are hard to break. Bad habits are hard to break. Like when people are accustomed to doing something, you can't expect it to just stop on a dime. Like that's just not what happens. But we have to at least try. Like you got to at least try. Be thoughtful and mindful of certain things, and just once you know better, do better. You know what I mean? Once you know better, do better. And on another note, like I know a lot of people like we as a people be like, oh well, so what? That whole thing, like I'm grown. We gotta stop coming and say we gotta stop saying one thing publicly and then then coming back and doing another thing right after you said that thing and doing something different. Like we be so mad when people judge us and feel some type of way or like, oh well, so what I said this, and then you feeling like you gotta defend yourself, or you saying that you don't give a damn, but if you ain't give a damn for real, let's keep it a bean. If you didn't give a damn for real, you didn't care, you would feel no need to correct or explain yourself. You wouldn't have to speak on it at all. And that whole excuse, like, oh, it's social media. Oh, this is my money. I don't care if it is your money. If you truly felt in your heart and your soul, I don't have to explain nothing. I'm doing what I do. You don't have to say nothing about it. That's it, and that's all. You don't have to explain yourself. You're just going to do what you do. Y'all see it how y'all see it, feel how y'all feel, and that's it. But when you come on here and you try to explain yourself, and you like, I don't give. No, you do care. You do care. Hey, my electric life, you do care. And it looks great. It looks crazy when it looks crazy when it just man, it just look crazy. I am legit baffled. These last week or so, I am baffled. I am baffled. People that know me know if there's an opportunity to make an excuse or to see something another way, that's how I'm going to see it. I'm not going to leave the crumb out. No, I can't just presume this because this is what we may think. Because if there's another opportunity to see it a different way, I'm gonna see it a different way. That just has always been me. And I mean, for the most part, that's why a lot of people on social media don't like me because I will see stuff another way if I can, and that's across the board. That be across the board. But like when you have openly shown like what it is, I can't make an excuse. So I've been baffled, like because for me, I've been put in a position I feel as though I've been put in a position where I was like, damn, I gotta question a lot of things now. You know what I mean? Like, and it's I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. How you doing, my electric life 402? Let me ask you a question. Because I saw your comment inside the live the other day. Is there a reason why you left Islam? I seen you right. Like you had opened up a mosque and like you were practicing a religion, but you no longer practice any religion. Is there a reason? Like, what was your bottom line? Like, without you getting too into it, I always be curious. Like, what made a person leave Islam? Like, what made you leave? She tried it, but she couldn't take my man. Y'all are so corny. Not she tried it, but she couldn't take my man. Well, obviously she had your man. If that's the case, she had him. Taking him don't matter. She had him. She for sure had him without a doubt. We heard him that she had him. Shoot, we heard that she had him. Picking him up, dropping him off, getting twisted up like a pretzel. So there's that. Let me see. Oh, you want to the? I'm on the wrong side. Is that a man? No. Hi Summer. I went through a lot of things in life. It caused me to feel that religion causes so many years, etc. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I know trials and tribulations in life can have you question some things for sure. Can have you question some things for sure. So I mean I can understand it to a degree. I ain't gonna act like I can't. I'm not gonna act like I can't. I now, as I am getting older, I'm starting to feel pulled towards Islam again. Well, let me say this. May Allah make it easy for you. May He guide you back to what is correct. And inshallah, if you take that step, please come let me know because I definitely want to greet you when you do. It's a beautiful thing. Life is hard though. So you going? If I go in here, I feel like I'm going to end up spending money. Mhm. I'm glad she did, so I can get his paycheck. My man takes care of me. But why she had to do that in order to get for you to get his paycheck? Like if she ain't do those things, you wouldn't get his paycheck. His paycheck not direct deposited. He wouldn't have been able to get to work without her. Dang, so your man got to use other people to get back and forth to work. That's what you saying? Y'all that down and out. Y'all that down and out that y'all got to use other people to get the. That's y'all in a bad. Y'all in a bad place. Y'all in a bad place, mamas. Y'all better do better. Y'all better do better. Well, what he gonna do now that she gone? Allegedly. What he gonna do now that she gone? If she was his way to go make that money, honey. What's she gonna do? Ooh, child. So is he gonna lose his job now? Or he found somebody else to take him? Oh, income tax time. Or y'all got y'all income tax, so y'all able to get like a car. Maybe that's what happened. Some people use that. What is that called? When you do your income tax and they have that money you could get right then and there, the rapid refund or whatever it's called, or something loan. He should have been getting around without having to go put some pole in somebody else, and then putting pole in somebody else and making you susceptible to. Now, unless y'all all got it. If y'all all got it, then I guess it don't matter. If you got one and two, I guess it don't matter. But that's crazy work to want to expose yourself to something like that. And you know what's crazy? I know a lot of people don't care. A lot of people do not care. We got an advance of 6K, so I'm getting a car. Okay, pop your ish. Not we pop just see. I know a lot of people do not care about HSV. A lot, and when I say that outside of the internet in real life, I know people who are positive and have never had an issue with getting a person and being open about having it. People absolutely do not give a damn. They don't give a F, literally. And it amazes me that people are so willing to get the bump, bump, bump. Like and although it is such a major thing, so many people have been exposed to it or have it that people count it out. But understand this: a lot of people that carry it or have it is not in the same form. Meaning, you don't have the one that's in your vaginal area or your penile area and stuff like that, or your booty because of schmex. A lot of people carry the virus in them from other things. Like if you've ever had chicken pox and stuff like that, you will be carrying the virus within you. But just to go and be like, it's cool, I'll take the chance. Nah. Not off some I just met you today type time and oh, you look good. It's different if you've been down with this person 10, 20. You've been down with this person for years. Y'all have a family established, y'all have a bond, and then they come find out later in life because I mean, it can be dormant. It can lay dormant and never expose itself, ever. Sometimes for years, especially in men. And it's one thing to find out about it like then and be like, it is what it is. We've been rocking this long. We just gonna figure it out versus being like, yeah, I'm just gonna be a willing participant and walk into it. Like, no. And to each their own, whatever works for you, Do what you do, but it's a absolutely no, hell to the no for me. Hell to the no. I am not laying down. It's not. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. No, ma'am, Pam. That's not true. Educate yourself. What's not true, Scorpio's fiance? I said a lot. What's not true? You're not a good troll, Scorpio's fiance. Nobody believes you. Bye. Period. But it's fun. It's a fun time, right? What part is not true, Scorpio's fiance? Oh my God, the Girl Scouts is out here outside of the Wally World. I'm not getting out. They is not getting me. Chicken pox is a form of herpes. Go look it up. It's a form of it. Go look it up, Scorpio. You think I'll just be saying stuff to say stuff? There's a lot of stuff that are a part. Shingles is a part of it. It's a lot of stuff that is a part of the herpes family that people are unaware of. Go look it up. Scorpio fiance is either a man or a young minded female because baby is not given. I didn't say it was. It's there are many. You know what? You're right, Scorpio. You're right. You're right. You are right. You're right. Brandy, is that you? Hey, Kathy. You're right, mamas or papas, whoever you is. You're right. Because I don't think at any point did I say it's the same as the herpes you get in your vaginal area or penile area. I said it's all different types of herpes, and when they say we all, most of the world carry it, it is because you know what? You're right. You're right, Mama Sita. Right, Scorpio. All right, it's totally different. I'm educated on what we have. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Scorpio. That's what's up. That's marvelous. I love that for you. Not Brandy. I doubt it's Brandy. It's just somebody that be inside the live that decided to, change their name. Oh man. You know what else bothers me? I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But ooh, child. I'm so sick of a lot of things. I have not been watching the lives. I haven't been watching the live, so I've been missing whatever a lot of has been going on. I did catch though, and I was sick of it with you know, shut up, Summer. Just shut up, Summer. Just shut up. I'm sick of it. I'm mind blown. I haven't been Scorpio. I just said that. But you apparently don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth because you clearly interpret things the way you want to interpret them versus what I'm actually saying. So, yeah. Does the name start with the D and end with the D? I'm screaming, Kathy. I'm screaming, Kathy. Woo, child. Woo. Not start with a D and end with a D. Brandy doesn't watch live. She does her own that are embarrassing to everyone, even the ones watching. I don't even know what's been going on with Brandy. I know that her and Trey be over on TikTok. I be seeing them on TikTok sometimes. Oh, I had a clip and I made a mistake and deleted it. Trey cussed Brandy out. Trey cussed Brandy out and then booted her off her live. Did y'all see that clip? Trey cussed Brandy out and then booted her off her live. And then she talked trash about the people, about how she was better than the people over here talking about Megan them. About, oh child. Cussed her out and then talk trash about the people over about her people's on this side, meaning Megan them. Ooh, cussed them clear out. You didn't see it? Damn, nobody got that clip. I be so mad. I really have to do better and double checking that my sometimes I'll be watching And I be forgetting that I'm a blogger, girl, and I just be watching and forgetting to hit the record button, and be forgetting to hit the goddamn record button. I was kicking myself so bad. But when I say she ran down, she cuts. Brandy was joking about something about doxing or something like that. She was clearly playing. It was a playful mood, and she was just playing with Trey. But y'all know Trey don't give a damn. I'm like, dang, Trey, you so hard. Like sometimes. And Brandy was laughing and just joking, just kiki and flirting. And Trey cussed Brandy smooth out and kicked her off her lap and then blocks her from her phone. But that one, do this man got tights on? Yes, he do. The world is different, man. The world is so different these days, like truly different. He got on some black tights, like leggings, with a that makes sense. I think that's a Chiefs jersey. That makes sense. That makes sense. No one knows what's going on with Brandy. She's a nut. Is Brandy and Tati still getting divorced? Has Kat found an apartment yet? I have not been watching nobody. I be trying to watch Cat lives because Cat got a different vibe, but she be so boring. Like I see that she want to stay positive. I see she want to stay positive, and I love that for her. But she need to have things she need to talk about. She kind of just carry her lives, kind of like she be trying to do what I don't know. I'm not gonna say she be trying to do what May is doing, but it's like emulating that. But instead of it being messy, she be trying to be positive, but it be a lot of dead air a lot of times, like just quietness. She needs some topics. She need to come up with some topics that they could carry like on the live so people can engage. But I love that for her, and that she's now monetized and stuff like that. But I be wanting to watch. Like she's passionate about makeup and stuff. She need to make her lives geared towards makeup and talk about it. Like get into some commentary or explanations about different things in makeup, or start watching some people who are in the makeup world and start talking about some of the things that are going on in the makeup world, because there's a lot that go on in the makeup world, and she don't have to make it messy. Although it's a lot of mess in the makeup world. She don't have to make it messy. She can listen to the things and then break down her point of view in a positive way, or like how she may have handled things, or how she think it might affect. But she gotta I hope that she finds a groove that she could get into and like really talk. And when she talk about like life and stuff like that, it could be really good. But I be clicking in and I be like, dang, Cat, like I really do want to, like, regardless if she like me or not, I don't give a damn. Some of her conversations could be good, but there's a lot of like dead air. It's a lot of dead air a lot of times. And but if she could get some, even if she decided to go, I mean, because she already talked about her life, maybe she could do like a series of lives where they go into detail about some of the things about her upbringing. Start from the beginning, like tell your story from the beginning and go into detail. And because you have Mary, who is your sister, who was a part of all of that, y'all can like really like build off of that and build a community. Because unfortunately, and I hate it for us, a lot of people have been through some of the very same things that Kat has been through. They're going to be able to relate to that, but she gotta figure out how to like expound and make it interactive and make it like capturing. You know what I mean? Know how to capture her audience. But I see she working. She back to doing her battles on TikTok, making sure she got her YouTube popping and her Facebook. I haven't. I mean, I clicked on there when stuff was happening, like with her in May. But she had a nice audience on Facebook. She had like 200 and some people in there, and I don't know if that's her normal audience or not. But if it is, she definitely working. I see you, Cat. Keep doing your thing. Hopefully she ain't offended by what I said, because it's just the truth. I know some people may have a different view, but I definitely love that she want to be positive, and she can absolutely stay positive. But now you and Tati in them house. Are you still restricted to one place? Can you do some cooking videos? Go talk about your meal prep. I think she back on her weight loss journey. Include everybody in that stuff. Go cook a meal on live, or bring the food to live. I mean, I don't like watching people eat, but a lot of people do like watching people eat. And just get interactive. Audio is a bit in and out. She too dry for me. She don't have the personality to keep my attention. So boring. I have tried to watch her, but no conversation at all. I don't blame her. Trey has so many talents and can go so freaking far in life. Brandy will always be a bum ass broke bitch that can't keep a job and can't get her life straight. Damn, Mary Beth. Damn it. I think a lot of us forget that Brandy and them are young. They still pretty young. Like they old enough to know better, but they are still pretty young. And I mean, I'm gonna give Brandy credit where credit is due. She's been working. She's been working the last when she left Tati and got with that girl. She's been working since I have known her. When she finally left Tati and went and did her own thing, she been working ever since. She had her ups and downs and her struggles, and she still was, kind of needing other people to survive. But at her age, how many people? It's grown people that don't need people to survive. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give her credit where it's due. She may be messy, but she looked like she's striving to do better. She may be a whole different person when she hit her 30s. But yeah, she is. I definitely agree. It's too dry. I be wanting to stay. Like, and if I click in and it's something, happening like a good dialogue, I might stay. But for the most part, it just be dead air. It just be. But hopefully she get a little bit more comfortable with talking. And just it just a lot of times it's just setting up multiple topics to cover on your live. So y'all can start one topic, get into that, and then when that run dry or run its course, you could switch into something else. You know what I'm saying? Some people could do that naturally without thought. They can just come on here and come talk. I feel like at one point May used to could do that, but I feel like a lot of times she be distracted on her lives too, unless her comments help her carry it. She'll be on her phone doing other stuff. It be dead air. She be doing her TikToks, and some people don't mind that. But May is in a position where she could come on live and just do TikTok videos and don't even really engage with her audience. Hold on, my AirPod fell up. My AirPod fell out. My bad. Mic check 1 2 1 2. May is at a point in her social media world where she could come on live and just do TikTok videos, and she's gonna have people that stay there. She's gonna have people that stay there and watch her do her TikTok videos and talk in the comment section, and or she has enough people that are hoping that she's gonna do something they could troll her about. She ain't gotta do nothing. She gonna have the trolls in the comments trolling her. May could be putting lipstick on and vibing, and it's gonna be people in the comments just doing what they do. But that's not where Cat is. Cat is not there. So hopefully she's able to pick it up some um and get her things. I feel like Kat could do something more along the lines of like how we was doing sip and chat, and we just would come on here and talk about different topics. Don't have to be like in the same line of topics like I did, but her because she's positive, I could see her doing something like that. She got people that are consistent on her live, so she have people that can help her carry the conversation. You know what I mean? So hopefully she pick it up and she get it together. Let me see. I said Kat is so loose. Kat is a loose damn cannon, and I am 10 years older than her and look better, like, no doubt. Oh my gosh. We definitely forget they are young. I'm not saying what I was doing at that age. Child, Raylan, I ain't never been messy. I've never been, I mean, this is probably the messiest I've ever been on social media, like blogging. But in life, honestly, I've never been messy. I always kind of stayed to myself. I kind of always was focused. Once I got to a certain age, I went to work, mind my business, stayed out the way. I ain't really getting so much, but I know a lot of people who are Brandy's age or younger who got into a lot of stuff. There are people that don't. I was one of them people. I was born. I'm like, sometimes I'd be like, dang girl, you ain't even lived life when you was younger. You old now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have that. You know how people have the whole phase? I ain't never get to experience the whole phase or the ratchet phase. The only phase I really got to experience, because I never been a person that drank or smoked. I never been like that person. I got to go through one summer where I drunk with my sister, but that was family oriented. I will be with my sister or my family members. It was never like out and about with a bunch of strangers. Like, I was always with a close knit group of people who I knew had my back and I had their back. And that was fun, but that lasted a summer and that was it. I don't really have like a story to tell. My life was boring. I mean, I was pretty straight and narrow. To me, it was boring. When I say boring, I mean like compared to other people where they could tell you they was outside and doing this and doing that. I don't have them kind of stories. I was outside with the kids, playing double dutch, playing with baby dolls, playing hide and go seek, When the kids would play hide and go freak, I ain't want to play because boy, don't touch me, don't be humping on me, and stuff like that. I was real chill for all that. When I was younger, I used to have my favorite videotape VHS tape to watch was called He Has Risen. It was a video about Jesus. Child, a cartoon about Jesus. I used to run that tape in a hole, okay? But I know some people that live life that used to be outside. I would be with them sometimes while they was having their fun. And I just be like, ooh, child, y'all is crazy. But it was fun to watch them be crazy. Doesn't matter how young they are parents. Mary Beth, that's delusional. I'm sorry. Tati has had the same job for a year, but Tati just start working. Mary Beth, come on now. We're not gonna act like Tati wasn't down and out and not handling her business. Come on, come on. Tati is now in a place where she is, she does have a job and she is trying to do better. But we're not gonna act like Tati wasn't down and out and messy as hell too. Like we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Like Tati has her faults too. Tati has been messy too, and everybody kind of grows up in their own space. And I don't know what really transpired recently that I know everybody is saying Brandy is messy talking about the whole Amazon thing. But I know, oh, that's what the clip. I have a clip. I got to look at my phone. I think I recorded it where Brandy was on live and somebody sent her a big gift. And she was like, I don't know what the hell. Just don't put me in the mix. Like, I don't know why this person would lie. She's claiming it was a lie. She never went to work and did this, that, and the third. Whitney is saying something else. I don't know what's true. I wasn't there. um, I know she came in the comments and she kind of like interjected, but they all have been messy and we all grow in our own time. But I absolutely do not agree that age doesn't matter. I think age definitely plays a big part for a lot of us and where we are in life and us growing. Because if it didn't, we wouldn't go through the stages of being a baby, a toddler, a teen, a adolescent, young 20s. We wouldn't. I just don't agree. We can agree to disagree. You can see it your own way. You can see things your own way. And you can absolutely feel like because you have a baby you have to grow up. No, a lot of people have kids and don't grow up. A lot of adults don't start getting it right till their late 30s, early 40s, 50s. Shoot, even scientists say men don't grow up until what they say, we mature, women mature faster than men, and like men don't start getting it right till like their 40s and 50s. So no, I disagree. Not saying you have to agree and see it that way, Mary Beth. You can absolutely, like I say, have your own train of thought. I got stuff together when I was young. I had a baby. I knew I had, but that was just my level of thinking already. My maturity level was already there. But I personally absolutely do not think that someone who is immature or who was messy just because they had a baby overnight, they're gonna boom. Some people do, a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? But to each their own. And it's not making no excuse. I just feel like it is what it is. And Dawn Marie keep inviting me to her TikTok live, knowing, you know what, Dawn? Wait till I come off there. I'm gonna go over there. Let me see. Can't convince me otherwise. You missed the comments before that summer. It was a two-part comment about Cat. It might have I don't see the other part. It might have filtered it. Kathy. Sometimes I don't see it. Only see that one comment. Or my settings might be for just I forget how I could do it on here. I don't think I could. Let me see. Can I change it? Hold on. All messages. Boom. Let me see. Mm, I put it on all messages, but I still don't. They need to stop enabling Brandy, and maybe that would help her get her stuff together. I met at Walmart before she got this job. I didn't even know that Tati is working a different job. Where Tati working at now? I was a mess because I lost my mom when I was 12, so I had to learn a lot on my own and grow. Right. Tati finally got her ish together. Yes, I have a 23-year-old daughter in the living room right now with my grandbaby. She is a good mommy, but definitely still a baby herself. They are still super young. I know I'm so different now in my 40s than in my 20s, matured a lot with age and life experience. I know adults my age that still don't got their shit. Me too. She said I'm 56. Cupcake said I'm 56, and I know adults today that's my age that still don't got their shit together. There is always growing, learning, and getting better in life. That baby is about to be 3. security guard at a hospital, I believe. Okay, that's what's up. Do your thing, Tati. Um, hope and I pray that she stays afloat and continue. But like I said, Brandy held down jobs for long periods of time too. She was at that daycare for a long time. Went from security to daycare. Um, and now she doing Amazon. I don't know how long of a gap like she was down not working between those things when she transitioned from that one girl house to the new place. But Brandy been holding it down too, paying rent and stuff like this for a while. When her and Tati was separated for what, 2 years? Has it been 2 years when they separated? And she been holding it down other places, whether she was contributing or whatever. Like, so I'm not going to count her out as if she ain't been doing her thing too. Um, and she was paying her rent, and May out of her own mouth said Brandy was paying, her money to keep what was the dogs or whatever. She was paying money toward her keeping, I think, her dogs or whatever like that. So she been handling business too. So I'm not going to count Brandy out. Brandy has come some ways. She probably has a lot along, some more ways to go, but shit, all of us do shit. I got ways I need to go. um but when they be messy, I'm like, they kids, I get it, not like little tiny kids, but like, I get it. And upbringing and stuff play a part. I mean, shit, if people can make excuses for what May do, and I see it. Her upbringing, what she went through in life, her experience, what she know, what she don't do, and she's at a grown, what May is 43. If it can be excuses for what May got going on in her repetitive ways of life, Brandy could get some grace. Brandy could definitely get some grace. She's grown up and had to deal with life too. So if May could get grace in her 40s, Brandy could get grace in her 20s. That's just how I feel. She lived in a house full of cat poopy. I mean, basic cleaning should be a priority in a house with a child. Well, apparently a lot of people was dirty, not just Brandy. So I don't know. I don't know who was clean at May house, because May said that the house was dirty and talked about holes and stains on toilets. And we have one person named Kat who said she cleaned her space. And that leaves a ton of other people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how Tati lived. When Tati and Brandy was living together, it wasn't up to par either. It wasn't up to par when Tati and Brandy lived together either. We seen when they cleaned out their house and when they moved and stuff. So no, it ain't just Brandy. We gotta stop trying to just make Brandy this like, no. Everybody got some type of downfall and go through things. I don't know. I wasn't living like that at the age, but to each their own, you know. Um, where is this boy at? I'm trying my hardest not to go on Walmart, because if I go on Walmart, I'm gonna get stuff. Do I need stuff? Do I need stuff out of Walmart? I think I need to get some stuff for my bird. I think my bird needs some freeze dry fruit. Look at me trying to find things to go buy. I'm trying to find things to go buy. I'm trying to think. Hmm. And I'm starving like Marvin. I'm starving like Marvin. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up off this thing. Hopefully my message in the beginning was received well, and people understood where I was coming from. um I hope that it reaches the right ears, and I hope that it is received by them in a way that I'm hoping that it is received, and it is not taken as a shot, or trying to be messy or whatever. And I truly do hope that those people start to move differently, because that it really it bothers me. It truly does bother me, like genuinely. Like, I genuinely feel how I feel, like not being messy, no slick stuff, no nothing. Like, I was so like, oh no, don't do that. But I'm gonna hop up off this thing. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm gonna enjoy mine. It's starting to snow. Lord have mercy. Y'all stay warm. And I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, y'all. Love y'all. Bye bye.